Before this video starts, I want to add just a kind of important note at the beginning here, and that is that for this video, this is not something I'd usually ask, but all I ask going into this video is that you watch the whole thing. Just watch the full reaction, listen to what I have to say, because there are not only updated and different thoughts from my initial reaction in this video, but also for Oasis fans who mostly do not like me, I want you to actually know what my thought process is. I want you to listen to what it is that I'm saying going into this album, because obviously these are not meant to be objective reviews of the albums I'm listening to. They are just me sharing my opinion and wanting to get yours in return. So please, especially until the review at the end of the video, just watch the full thing and listen to what it is I have to say about these songs. Don't just, hate me in the comments immediately, fucking go in the comments and start typing, oh, you just hate this band, and then click off the video straight away. So, yeah, I don't know. That's about it. This doesn't really need to be at the start of the video, but I just wanted to add this little note here, just saying, please, just for this one video, watch the full thing and hear me out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I said for the longest time that I was never going to do this, that I was never going to return to the Oasis albums, that I was just going to leave that series as is. But recently, I've gone back through the Beatles discography, re-listening to them, doing re-reactions, and honestly, that has kind of sparked in me a sort of appreciation for re-reaction content, going back, getting an even more informed opinion, especially with me now being almost 3 years down the road since that initial Oasis reaction. It's been about 2.5 years. I'm now in a position where I'm a far more competent content creator, I'm a far more competent speaker, I'm far more competent in my ability to discuss music, I have a much wider vocabulary, and also I just feel like I'm going to have a lot more actual productive conversation to bring to this album this time around. Now, this, of course, is not my second time listening to Morning Glory by Oasis. No. I have listened to this album a lot of times, thanks to being in proximity of it because of my brother. My brother's a big Oasis fan, and of course, just sort of like going back to my Oasis video, my initial video on Morning Glory not too long ago, to try and get a view of what it was like in the early days of my channel and why it was specifically that I didn't like this album on a first listen. Of course, I did have big issues with the production, I had big issues with the songwriting, with the lyricism, with both of the Gallaghers as performers, and over time, my view on the album has only really unfortunately gotten more negative. My initial score for the album was a 3. I just need to interject here and ask, who the fuck let me look like that, man? Jesus Christ, 16-year-old me, just terrible, absolutely terrible. My score now for the album would be closer to like a 2 out of 10, but I'm going into this with an open mind. I'm going to try and get as fresh, as strong of an experience out of this thing as I can, because this is an album I've always really wanted to like. Oasis are a band that has such a massive, broad appeal, and people who love this band seem to get so much out of them and have such beautiful experiences with their music, and I so badly want to be able to tap into that. I so badly want to be able to say that I can share those experiences. People assume that I go into my Oasis reactions wanting to hate them. I don't go into any reaction like that. I go into every single album wanting to like them, and that just was not the case the first time around with Morning Glory. And listening with headphones, listening with a new streaming service, Tidal has way better audio quality than Spotify. Maybe the album will grow on me this time around. This album, of course, came out in 1995. It's 12 tracks, 50 minutes. Quite a hefty runtime. I think I should just get straight into this, to be honest. There's no need to blabber any further. Yeah, let's just do this. Track 1, Hello. I don't remember the album beginning with the intro to fucking Wonderwall. Interesting. Okay. Oh shit, okay. Honestly, this intro is a lot stronger than I remember. This riffing is actually way more dynamic and colorful than I remember. I think that Liam Gallagher as a performer here is bringing a lot of energy and a very particular sense of character to this track. He has quite the commanding presence over this that is legitimately very enticing. It was better than I remember. Genuinely, this is actually better than I remember. Yeah, the riffing has a lot of attitude, man. Damn. Far stronger start than I remember. I remember in my initial reaction, I did not like this opener at all. I found it to be quite the cluttered mess. But this time around, that messiness paves way for something very colorful, lively, and youthful. There's something that's so free about all of this. There's something that just feels like throwing all of your caution to the wind and just living life to the fullest. Which I know a lot of people have said about this album that's kind of the point of this. And honestly, this intro, it puts across that tone very well. Genuinely, this is an immersive, expressive, colorful start to this album that does set a very strong, not necessarily rebellious, but quite youthful, free, and fun environment for this. I'm not going to be giving numerical scores for the songs out for this video. I'm just trying out, like, you know, saying I like the song, didn't like the song, stuff like that. No numerical scores. I'll give a score at the end for the album. But yeah, honestly, this opener, it's good. It's pretty good. I would even go as far as to say it's pretty fucking great. I am hooked on getting back into this album, man. Good shit. Very good shit. Next up, we have Roll With It. Oh, this is one of the big singles. I remember this one. Man, I love how busy that opening selection of lines is. Like, you gotta roll with it, you gotta take your time, and then he just goes into, you gotta say what you say, don't let anybody get in your way. Like, spitting that whole line out in one breath as if he's, like, rushing to get this point across. Like, I don't know. There's something about that. Again, this has a lot of character so far. I'm fucking with this. Excellent blending of acoustics. I can see why I wouldn't be crazy on that the first time around, but man, the textural blending here is so satisfying. Oh man, I love how washed out the sound is. It creates such a nice hazy quality for this. This is fucking delightful. There's the slip inside thing. That gets referenced later on down the album. Love how chaotic these drum parts are. The fills kind of come in out of complete nowhere. And sure, maybe you could say that they're like a little too busy. Maybe they do throw the rhythm of the track off a bit, but that feels very intentional to create a very bustling and crowded feeling on this song. It works well for me. Damn. Oh, and it transitions into Wonderwall. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're 2 for 2 so far. This is quite excellent. Like, genuinely quite excellent. This is just incredible, fluid, loose musicianship, a sense of attitude and confidence that gives this album such a very forward, driving feeling of power, and just great, catchy songwriting, all being fused into one very goofy, attitude-heavy experience that, while maybe not the most polished thing on the planet, doesn't feel like it needs to be the most polished thing on the planet. I feel like the sloppy production, I feel like Liam Gallagher's whiny voice, paired with the lyrics having this very false sense of grandeur, this very intentionally satirical false sense of grandeur, just makes this so likable. It's so damn likable. It's cheesy, it's catchy, it's kind of dumb, and I kind of love it so far. We're 2 for 2. We are genuinely 2 for 2. This has honestly just been solid as fuck. Damn. I fucking color me impressed. I was not expecting this album to be any shade of good on a re-listen, but we've got 2 good songs. I'm really hoping it can keep this up. Genuinely, I'm worried getting into the rest of this. I don't know if this album's going to be able to hold this up for its 50-minute runtime, but I'm really fucking hoping it can. Wonderwall. An iconic progression. Song's become a fucking standard at this point, basically.
By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out.
I love the way that just randomly comes in. Doesn't make any sense, but the song randomly just opens up like this. Again, a lot of the things that I didn't think worked on a first listen are kind of clicking into places, just them being creative and just throwing things into the pot and trying shit out. And a lot of the experiments are working here. A lot of them having a silly idea and giving it a go. That attitude is honestly coming across in a way that's making this, again, super fucking likable.
And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding.
See, any other times I've listened to this song, I found his vocal performance to be a little lifeless. I found his vocal performance to feel as if he's not really putting much care into this track. But this time around, it feels like, you know, there's actually a sense of like emotional drainage, like something's eating him up as he's performing this track, you know? I genuinely can't believe I'm liking this shit. This is actually pretty good. Very interesting drum sound. It really cuts through this mix. The snare sounds very dead, but there's a lot of attack on it, so it really punches through this mix. It sounds great. Yeah, the repetition at the end, quite powerful. Again, when you have such a strong melody and such a genuinely powerhouse vocal performance, having that repetition just gives the song such a feeling of an emotional swell. This track has much more of like a genuine sense of, well, wonder and emotion than I initially gave it credit for. I would even go as far as to say this is the strongest of the bunch so far. It's kind of ridiculous how well crafted of a pop rock track this is. Everything from how incredible the dynamics of this track are, that intro starting very soft and very intimate before just out of nowhere the entire instrumental just opening up into something that's a lot more driving, that's a lot more forward, that has a lot more of a sense of, not necessarily purpose, but a lot more of a sense of scale, if that makes sense. This track has a lot of scale. Of course, again, talking about the massive swell that it reaches at the end with the repetition, and Liam Gallagher's vocal performance here, just again giving that feeling of being emotionally drained. What the fuck? I'm not supposed to like this album. I'm supposed to be the guy that hates this album, and I'm sat here having a genuinely quite delightful experience with this. Like, I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. This album has so much more to offer, like, this time around than I initially thought it did. I think it's because this time, like, obviously, I've only listened to the album, like, on Spotify with headphones, with high-quality audio once, and then all the other times it's been, like, my brother playing it either, like, through his phone or through an Alexa. So now, you know, this being my first proper re-listen of this album, where I'm listening with, like, actual headphones, I'm listening on an even better streaming service in terms of audio quality now. It's allowing these tracks to flourish and speak to me more in a way that they didn't on the first listen. Don't Look Back in Anger. Oh, yeah. I gave this song so much shit on a first listen because you know, obviously the beginning of this track sounds like it's ripping off the Beatles. You know, the beginning of this track, it's just like, oh, they just want to make a Beatles track. I mean, when you have literally the greatest band on the planet, it's understandable that you'd want to rip them off, you know? Slip inside the eye of your mind. Like, I don't mind it too much. And there's a clear level of reverence for the original Beatles track here. Another slight interjection here. My stupid ass was thinking that Imagine was a Beatles song and not a John Lennon solo song here. Excuse that blunder. So I start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. So Wow. Such a great, softer vocal performance from Noel here. It gives this track, again, a sense of sincerity. It gives this track an actual sense of emotion being kind of outpoured on this song. You know, this entire thing is just so kinetic and it's so tangible and easy to connect to. Oh my god, man. Like, I actually am in fucking disbelief. Part of me was like gonna do this video almost as a joke, because I was like, I know I'm not gonna like this. I know this is just gonna be me shitting on this album again, and you know I'm gonna get all the hate comments and it's gonna be funny to read them, but I'm having an actual, like, complete reinterpretive experience with this right now. I am disagreeing with basically all of my original points. The guitar interplay, man, wow. The band chemistry is so much stronger than I remembered. The rhythm section of this track in particular, man. Again, I like how busy it is. These random sporadic drum fills. The shakers being as loud as they are. I also like how slow this song is too. Like, it takes its time. It's well paced. All of the ideas really get to breathe on this, you know? Ending on a legitimately dramatic and impactful moment too. Wow. Even Don't Look Back in Anger. I've had so much beef with that song in the past. I remember, I've told this story before and I'll say it again here. For my year 11 Leavers Day at secondary school, you know, we were doing, we had like a half day and it ended with like a big assembly with everyone in the school hall and everything like that. And at the end, they called two girls from my year up to the front and they were reading a poem. And the poem was that song. And then, you know, after they spoke out the first verse, it transitioned into the chorus, and you know, we were walked out to that song, and I was so pissed off because of how much I hated that song, and I've had such a vendetta against it. And also the point of it, you know, ripping off the Beatles again, it's clearly just reverence. It's clearly just them tipping their cap and you know, nodding to the Beatles track and nodding to the Beatles as a band. It feels like Oasis do that a lot, to be honest. I feel like they shouldn't be as harshly judged for that as they are. Yeah, that song is fucking delightful. Seriously, a nice, slow, ballad-type track that allows its ideas to breathe very fluidly. Everything gets to be built up in a way that fleshes the track out to be so impactful, to have such a strong sense of power behind its emotions, particularly with Noel Gallagher's softer vocal performance to start, and then just how much of a powerhouse he turns into on the choruses. I think that this track, in terms of production as well, is one of the stronger too. I love how bustling the rhythm section is, how loud those shakers are, the very, again, random drum fills that kind of feel like they come out of complete fucking nowhere, just give the track a sense of unease and a sense of chaos that I feel like, again, adds a lot of character to this. It's another fucking heater. It's another heater. Good shit. Hey now. That descending and ascending motion with the guitar is so great. Damn. Holy shit. Great soloing here. It's simple, but still so damn effective. These claps add so much scope to this mix as well. God, that is loopy as hell. Something kind of hypnotic and entrancing about that. Holy shit. Wow. What a transition into the Swamp Song. Holy shit. That's like one of the strongest songs up to this point. Oh my fucking god. I love how just gargantuan in stature. That track is a big, nearing 6-minute runtime on that song. A track that goes through these motions at such a slow pace, but really forces you to soak in the atmosphere. From just how heavy this song gets at points to that great, incredible solo around the midpoint of the track. You get some nice claps that really flesh out the mix, give it a sense of scope. The actual solo itself is so simple, but it's so melodically infectious. It's so damn catchy. It's effective as all hell. And the structure of the song being as strange but as engaging as it is, kind of going out of that solo and then just punching right back into the verse again. Feeling like the song's going to go through some crazy switch, but then it does what is surprisingly the surprising thing of doing the exact same shit again. The album is yet to miss for me. We're coming up on the halfway point here, and I've not had many, if any, bad things to say so far. To continue, the Swamp song's just an interlude, so I'm just going to let this play out into the next track. Yeah, solid instrumental. Good track. Some might say, funnily enough, is actually the one song that I enjoyed from this album beforehand. So, well, hoping that all of my opinions haven't flipped, I'm going to enjoy this song. Maybe I'll even enjoy it more on this listen. I'm hoping so, at least. Because this song is, I remember being fantastic. It's been a little while since I've listened to it, though. Over halfway into the album, we're getting the first miss. I mean, it's certainly a lot stronger than what I initially thought. And it's the fact that this was a song that I've, like, returned to a couple times since and have enjoyed. And then on this listen, I guess maybe it's album context that's making me not enjoy this track as much. The opening riff is fine, but it's nowhere near as strong as any of the other great tone settings that we've got on at the beginning of previous tracks. This vocal performance just doesn't feel anywhere near as lively as any of the other songs up to this point. I don't know, there's just a lack of intrigue so far in this track that, compared to everything else, I'm just not fully invested. It's not terrible so far, I will say. It's not terrible so far. It's just, it feels like at the halfway point in the album, this one's just not off to the strongest start. Nah, this writing as well. Ugh. All of the writing across the rest of the album has been so damn expressive, so lively. It sets such a, again, youthful and very free feeling for this, and the writing here is quite bland. I don't know, there's not much strong imagery to suck me into the world of this track. There's no emotions that I'm feeling are coming through in a way that's particularly tangible. This is the weakest of the bunch so far, quite easily, and I'm really hoping that this isn't signaling a nosedive. I'm really fucking hoping this isn't signaling a nosedive. Like, I'm praying the album can pick itself up after this. Such a stupid fucking rhyme. Jesus Christ. Solo fucking sucks. Oh my god. Bullshit fade out too. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is the first miss on the album. Just passing the halfway point, you get your first miss. This is more of what I really remember from this project. This is just bad, obnoxious melodies. Liam Gallagher just giving such an over-the-top vocal performance that lacks any of the grounded emotion and charm of any of the previous tracks. The writing being fucking insufferable. Like, that itching in the kitchen line in particular just got under my skin and made me want to fucking punch a hole through my monitor, dude. That was absolutely fucking terrible. And also on top of that, you get a bad solo at the end, a dog shit fade out. It feels like the production here is so much less balanced than everything else. It just feels like they wanted to create the most cluttered song possible, and as a result, it just completely falls apart under the lack of any actual genuine structure behind this track. First miss, and it's a pretty big miss. I'm really, really hoping that the rest of the album can pick itself up, because I want to, again, we had a great first half, and I'm hoping that the album can pick itself back up after that song, because that was a song I enjoyed. And if a song I enjoyed is shrinking on me this much, I'm scared for what's going to happen with the rest of the tracks that I did not enjoy on that initial listen. Cast No Shadow, though, is a song that I enjoyed when I first listened and then shrunk on me over time, which is interesting. Like, I really liked it on my first listen of the album, and then upon multiple re-listens, this one did shrink on me. We'll see what I think about it this time around. Please let the album pick itself back up. Ooh.
Here's a thought for every man who tries to understand what is in his hands. Bound with all the weight of all the words he tried to say. Chained to all the places that he, as he faced the sun, he cast no shadow.
Wow, the way that all poured out there. Holy shit. Excellent dynamics. Oh my god. This arrangement is absolutely stunning. Like, there's so much going on, but it's so well balanced. Yeah, it's giving me hope that the album's going to actually properly pick itself up.
He walks along the open road of love and life, surviving if he can.
Holy shit, these lyrics, again, they're bringing back that genuine feeling of emotion. It's so open. It's so easy to just... Like, they're doing such a great job at connecting to the listener in such powerful fucking ways throughout this. Oh my god, this writing. There's just there's such a sense of genuine sincerity. There's such a sense of real emotional outpour going into these tracks, and this is one of the most evident examples of that so far. Holy shit.
As he faced the sun, he cast no shadow.
Such a legitimately fantastic bounce back after the crock of shit that was the previous song. A beautiful track with such a gorgeous, uproarious arrangement. A song that is just such a genuine look at someone losing their humanity through all of these difficulties, all of these struggles, and sort of losing what it is that makes them them. Facing the sun and casting no shadow, being completely hollowed out as a person. It's such stunning imagery. I don't know why my stuttering is so bad today. Such stunning imagery. And the storytelling here is just absolutely fucking fantastic. Beautiful backing vocals from Noel Gallagher throughout this track as well. Oh my god, this song is so well balanced. Despite how much there is going on in this instrumental, it's very busy. But again, the production is able to hold that weight. It's able to make all of these elements feel like they flow together so seamlessly. There's something that's just so lush about this mix. Stunning shit. Absolutely fucking stunning shit. Please, for the love of Christ, say the album keeps this level of quality up. Down to the final four. Let them be good. Okay, some might say has me so fucking worried. She's electric. This is another one of the songs I remember pretty well.
She's electric. She's in a family full of eccentrics. And I want you to know.
That fucking melody. Damn, that melody's so fucking good. Oh my god. I remember absolutely despising this one. That melody, man, that hits like a fucking truck. The way he hits that little rise. Oh my god. What the fuck was I on, man? This album's so damn fun. This album is so damn fun. Besides, some might say, I've had no issues with this thing. Genuinely, this is just such well-crafted, well-groomed, genuine, and likable pop rock music. Some of the best that Britpop has to offer that I've heard, at least. I guess 16-year-old me was just kind of fucking miserable. I'm having, like, genuine emotional reactions to these tracks. They're actually drawing strong feelings out of me. and causing me to completely rethink this thing. I was wrong about this fucking album. This shit's amazing. This is so good.
And I want you to say, do you know what I'm saying? She is electric, could I be electric too?
Damn. Like, this guitar solo's cute as fuck. This guitar solo's cute as fuck. Wow.
She's got one in the oven, but it's nothing to do with me. She is electric, could I be electric too?
Like, what? Fucking hell, man. Like, this riffing is just kinetic as hell. It's like the best song so far, dude. Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god. Everything, melodically, the riffing, that cute-ass solo in the middle of this track, just how much of a genuine sense of passion there is on display here, man. This is just an S-tier pop rock track. I legit cannot believe that I didn't like this. Like, this is drawing such powerful emotion out of me. I'm sat here absolutely gobsmacked at the quality of what I'm hearing. This is like absolutely untouchable in terms of its songwriting, in terms of its production. The performances on this track in particular are so electric to a point that, like, they make the track feel like it's actually coming alive in real time. Like, the musical world building is fucking incredible. You know, it makes you feel like you're actually in there, in the moment, as like a fucking troubled youth in some fucking northern city in the 90s. It's so immersive. Oh my god, this shit is so good. I can't believe we're down to the final 3 tracks and one of them's an interlude, dude. I don't want this shit to be over. Next up, title track, Morning Glory. Oh shit, okay. Oh, damn, wow.
All your dreams are made when you chain to the mirror and the razor blade. Tomorrow never knows what it doesn't know too soon.
Beatles reference, see, there we go.
You know you should, so I guess you might as well.
Oh my god. The way that shit opened up, oh my god. Okay, firstly, how have 2 minutes of this song gone by? Just, that shit absolutely flew by. There is so much to unpack with these first 2 minutes. Firstly, I remember saying in my original reaction that I felt like this song should be the opener. This would make no fucking sense as the opener. This needs to be like the, I guess, penultimate moment of this album. Obviously, there's another interlude after this, and then we move into Champagne Supernova. But this needs to be the penultimate moment. This would not make sense as the opener at all. Secondly, this riffing. Holy shit. Oh my god. I cannot believe how strong the riffing on this track is. This is the best chemistry the band have had on the entire album. From that, like, wailing guitar line at the beginning, that slow tom build-up before just punching right in. You don't even realize you've gone into the main riff of the track because the mix gets so, like, blown out and everything feels so intense and crushing. And then the chorus. I have to talk about this chorus. This is the best chorus on the entire damn album. Just the level of saturation, the brightness, how much color exudes out of that chorus with the way that Liam Gallagher kind of belts these notes out and reaches such a sense of power and assertiveness over this track. Oh my god. It's too good. It's too good. I love how just blaring this mix is, man. It's so damn loud. And I absolutely love it. The way it gets taken over here by the helicopter sound. Oh my god. That song actually, like left my heart racing and left me a little bit short of breath. Oh my god. Yeah, that's quite handily the strongest track so far. Oh my god. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. I feel like that song really speaks for itself in just how bombastic, just how explosive, how chaotic that mix is. It feels like everything falling apart in real time. There's such a sense of urgency to that track. There's such a sense of like agency from Liam. Liam as a vocalist here, where he just completely takes over this song the second his vocals come in. I'm like, my brain is rushing right now. I cannot believe how good that was. Best chorus on the album. The production being as blaring as it is incredible because it legitimately makes this track feel so dense. It just gives it so much impact. It gives it so much impact. The writing here, I didn't even talk about the lyrics and how expressive the imagery is, how immersive this song is on that front. Oh my god. Just line after line where it's like, it makes the entire world that this album inhabits feel so lived in and so tangible. Oh my god. This is so good. Another interlude. Just gonna let this play out. No rating. Alright. Let's go. The final track. You all know it. You all know it. Like, immediately did. Just how soft this instrumental comes in. The beautiful sound of the waves crashing. It's absolutely stunning way to open a song.
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we were getting high?
Love this vocal recording. Never picked up on this detail. It sounds like he's recording in like a big empty hall or something. You know, it feels like it's just a mic in the center of a room as he's just playing a guitar in a big empty hall. That's, damn, quite the stunning presentation for this track. Holy shit.
In a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky.
Ooh.
Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide.
Oh my god. It's over. It's over. That incredible crescendo that this shit hits. Just how unimaginably tense and emotional that shit gets. Oh my god, dude. The way the guitars just pile on top of each other as the rhythm section gets a little bit more sporadic, a little bit louder, and then the vocals, they reach a state when he repeats that why where it feels like he's literally about to fucking explode. I'm so glad I came back to this. I'm so fucking glad I came back to this. It's ending on a bang. Such potent lyricism, man. This shit speaks. The bringing back of this solo. Just that bridging the back half to the front half of that solo. Beautiful backing vocals too. It ends how the album started with this guitar thing. Wow. Absolutely unbelievable closer. Absolutely unbelievable. A massive, expansive 7.5 minute ballad that says so much despite being so simple. Multiple beautiful crescendos that this song hits. The chorus, just how powerful the vocal performance is, makes this track feel a million times larger than life. This thing is able to be so potent lyrically while still being so emotionally soothing, musically soothing and inviting. Sorry, not emotionally. Yeah, the interplay with the guitars here, the repetition of that solo, making the track feel like it just a constant cyclical cycle of emotion. It's so like, this is some actual masterful songwriting, genuinely masterful songwriting. The structure of this track is flawless, absolutely fucking genius. the performances from every single member of the band bringing this song to such musical heights, such a level of musical intensity that legitimately left me completely overwhelmed at multiple points. The backing vocals throughout this track at multiple points, literally making the song feel fucking heavenly. Feels like being let into the fucking gates of heaven, this track, man. Oh my god. An absolute win to end the album. An absolute win. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I have now re-listened to Morning Glory by Oasis. I'm glad to have come back to this. I completely disagree with my original reaction to this album. I feel like I was a little too lenient with my opinions. I feel like I went into the album with a bad attitude, and I do not stand by the vast majority of what I said in that. This album is nothing like what I originally credited it as at all. The fact that I felt as strongly as I did about every single song besides Some Might Say, which, you know, was originally like the only song I enjoyed off of this thing. I felt so strongly about every track, just except that one. That was the only track that I felt differently on throughout this entire thing. It is insane. That's absolutely insane. The experience of this is literally unlike any other album of this sort. There's something about this that just feels so much more intense, that feels so much grander, that feels like it has so much more to say than a lot of other albums in its style, and it says it with such confidence, and it says it with so much attitude. I can't believe this thing. I genuinely cannot believe this thing. Yeah, I've been keeping track of the numbers, so I don't need to do any calculation at the end of this. My overall score for this album is a 2.6 out of 10. April Fool's, motherfuckers, this album still sucks.